Hello, everyone. I'm back. Yeah, another little extended break from the live streams, but we are back, guys. We're doing the Game Boy today. You might hear the turtle sound in the background over there. Yeah, we're gonna do Turtles. We're gonna do Super Mario Land, some of the longer games, and just kind of whatever random stuff we have time for. It's been a little while since I did the Game Boy on a live stream, so yeah. Feels kind of weird. I feel kind of nervous being back here. It's been a little bit of time. Yeah, I've been doing on road trips, day trips, and stuff going on around the house, and yeah, getting a new laptop set up and learning video editors and all that fun stuff. So yeah, it's been a crazy month to say the least. So I'm glad to be back here. Glad to be back here with you guys, and hopefully get back on a regular schedule of this thing. Like I said, we're doing the Game Boy. I'm kind of experimenting a little bit with this little setup, trying to get sort of I don't know, a good kind of place to hold this Game Boy. I'm still trying to figure out a good setup for this. So I'll do something back in Wayne's Arcade World here, though. So we'll just get this started here. Yeah, so I kind of got it set up right by the TV right now. With our little, setup here. So let me get this set up and we will get started. All right, all our chats are on. There's a whole thing now on live streams called Top Fans. I don't really know how that works. It just says be the first in the leaderboard by showing support. Try sending a live chat or super chat. So I don't know, but maybe you guys be in the top rankings for that. But I don't know really how to do that. So, but I just saw the announcement for that this week, and it looks like it's a little update in the app for that as well. So let me get this up a little bit. Adjust it a little bit here. I'm gonna eventually find a way where I can like broadcast this on a big TV. I'm sure it's gotta be a way. Outside of all the whole emulation thing or whatever, but a little bit more. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's funny because that's the whole thing is I gotta set it up so you guys can see it, but also still so I can see it. Start. I don't remember. I think we played this one before on a live stream. I don't remember. Oh yeah, okay. But we didn't do all that good, so. You guys can see it okay? Alright. So let's see if it looks okay. So let me real quick though before we get started. Let me see actually. Yeah, there we go. I think we're better off just turning the light off again. Brightness. Alright, cool. Yeah, I think I have Super Mario Land 1 and Super Mario Land 2. I know we haven't played that on our live streams yet. If at any time you guys have a hard time seeing something or whatever, just let me know in the chat. Pizza time, pizza time. I definitely don't have enough turtle games in this arcade. This is about it. Like, I'm sure it's like probably licensing issues or they couldn't get the Turtles games on the little mini systems that I have. Definitely one positive for emulation one day. Like, I really want to play the classic one for the NES. I did have that on a cartridge back then. Played the heck out of it. I think that has the one with the really hard, like, swimming level that no one could, like, ever pass or whatever. I was pretty good at the game, but I haven't played that in decades. I'd love to play that again, but yeah, there's, like, just no turtles on anything I have here. I guess it'd only be, like, Nintendo and Super Nintendo, because Turtles wasn't on Genesis as far as more, but so I did go to an antique shop today, in Waukesha. You see a very interesting short that I just put out. It's just a clip from that trip. I finally like learned how to take like my regular video clips and like kind of add them into shorts and stuff. So I'm trying to do that a little bit more. But this is kind of an old schooly antique shop where, you know, they have a lot of plates and old lamps and old clothes and, you know, old cups and teacups and, you know, old retro nostalgia stuff, but not a lot as far as, like, they had some DVDs, but, like, VHS, and they had some cassettes, but didn't have all the electronic stuff like America's Antique Mall, so there was just a couple little booths here and there that had like one or two Wii games or something like that. Yeah, like one booth had like two Wii games or two or three Wii games, something like that. And it was nothing extensive, and they had like an Atari game. Yeah. Cool antique shop. I've actually been to it. I just wanted to actually officially vlog it this time. But yeah, as far as like getting more, Wii games or Game Boy games or something for, fortunately, wasn't in the cards at that antique store. So I still haven't gotten back to Volo yet to check that big game section again. That's fine. I haven't had a lot of extra money anyway, but I do want to take another look through that section in Volo. It's in Building 2. There's a big... vlog's out now, but, there's a big, like, game section in Building 2. A bunch of old games. But man, it's been a crazy month. Like I said, besides day trips and vacations and all that, and setting up this new laptop. I've been learning editing software. I edited over 2 hours worth of footage between the retro hoarder PC collection videos and the laptop video and new laptop video. I'm glad. I'm just kind of glad that's finally out. I have one more personal video that I have to release tomorrow that has nothing to do with the laptop. It's actually kind of a sad video. But it's a personal video. It's my life. A chapter has officially ended in my life. We'll say that. So, I've covered this topic before, and this will probably be the last time. So, very, very quick little video. Not a long video, but that'll come out in the morning, and then finally we can get back to our regularly scheduled program of videos, and going through the March videos, and then into April with Midwest Gaming Classic, etc. But that's been a process. You've seen from that 4-part video, I was, trying at first to edit stuff with Clipchamp, Microsoft Clipchamp, and Clipchamp sucks, and ended up thankfully finding DaVinci Resolve, and had to learn that, and and I kind of choosing to learn how to edit with the new software with that much footage was, kind of on me. It'd be a lot easier if it was just a bunch of quick little 10-minute videos, but now I'm trying to learn how to edit on basically 2 hours worth of footage, and it was a whole month process. I started filming that part 1 of the Hoarder's PC collection June 2nd. Yeah, June 2nd. So I first started filming that, and it would be about a week later that the laptop would come in. And yeah, in the process of a month, I filmed all that, got the laptop set up, and edited everything. Kind of crazy. Oh, Raphael has been captured! Hey, Todd, good to see you. Hope you're doing well, man. It's been a little while. This guy always kind of kicks my butt. There we go. There we go. Oh no, they escaped by car. Oh boy. Oh, this is the little like subway or that's right. We got to jump between the vehicles. Yeah, I always liked this level. Yeah, we didn't get this far last time. I don't think. Yeah, I always thought this was the coolest level. I don't think there's a ton of level on this thing, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure I did beat it as a kid, but you know. Cool. I'm glad it's coming through. It's I kind of learned this is not ideally set up. I would love to figure out a way to kind of like stream this onto a big screen or something, but yeah, I kind of learned it. It's good if you kind of don't have a lot of background lights. It kind of oversaturates it or whatever if you have a lot of lights. So I actually turn off my light by the TV here, and then it's usually okay. My phone actually kind of brightens it up a little bit because it looks brighter on the phone here on the camera. Yeah, GameCube would be good. I want a GameCube. I've never actually owned a GameCube. I've been eyeing some of the Midwest Gaming Classic of the GameCubes, but those vendors at the gaming conventions charge like almost like the price of a regular console for those things. It's like, I don't know. But yeah, I could also, yeah, the GameCube, and also I don't know if it still works, but I did have, in my garage, I still have my Super Nintendo, and I think I had a Super Nintendo to Game Boy adapter. But I don't know if I have all the cords and everything that I would need to hook it. I haven't looked at it. I know where it is. I know where it is in my garage. It's the only system of mine that actually made it here to McHenry. But I haven't really looked too much into it to see that would work as well. Because then I could probably hook up composite to my TV here in the arcade. Yeah, it wouldn't play obviously with any like Game Boy Advance or whatever. It's just only Game Boy, but yeah, Michelangelo's done. Or Mikey. Got two more. Off to Donatello, my favorite. Donatello, because he's the geeky character. Always been my favorite. Yeah, this is a cool system. This was never. I have so many of these like personal videos talking about my history with the arcade and everything, but I think the one where I first announced this Game Boy thing was actually this was never mine. I have the original Game Boy that I think you said that kind of needs to be fixed or whatever. But yeah, this was actually my one of my friends. met her actually through through some gig work. We were both doing gig work together, and met through that program, and known each other for a few years. And then she moved a few years ago to McHenry. She used to live out in the Libertyville area, and she moved out to McHenry, and we obviously still keep in touch, even though neither of us are really doing that particular gig thing too much anymore. But and yeah, she had this in storage from her childhood. Like, I'm not gonna be playing this anymore, so do you want it? And I'm like, sure. Yeah, she gave it to me a while ago before I was even like doing live streaming or whatever. So it just was kind of sitting downstairs here, and I'm like, sure, I'll take it. Yeah, and it's in really good shape and pretty cool. It plays Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color, I think. So. Hey, thank you, Todd. Appreciate it. Always appreciate the support. And yeah, speaking of which, again, I don't totally understand the payout process. It's really confusing, but at least per my Google AdSense page, it says that I should, in theory, be receiving possibly another payment this month. Not exactly sure how much. It should be probably pretty similar to the last one, but yeah, I think we did enough to get my second Google YouTube payment. But thank you for stopping by, Todd. I appreciate it. Always glad to have you here, man. Hope to talk to you soon. Yeah, I mean, I'm not making super crazy money yet, but it is kind of cool to get that. Everything it always helps, but definitely, man. Yeah, no, we definitely got to meet up. Yeah, you know how to reach me. Keep in touch. Let me know whenever it works for you. The weather's nice, and McHenry in summer is pretty cool. So. Oh, awesome. Yes. Yeah. No. I saw the fireworks. We went to Meyer to watch the fireworks, and both my daughters will be in the Fiesta Day parade. I think through their dance program or whatever. But well, I think one's going in the parade through the dance program. One is going through the band, the McHenry band thing. So. But yeah, they'll be in there, and I and probably some of my family will probably be somewhere. We're usually somewhere around Veterans Memorial Park because this is kind of my neighborhood, so we just kind of walk around there, and it usually goes through our neighborhood more or less. But yeah, we'll all be around there, and yeah, my kids will be in there, so I definitely gotta. Oh yeah, no, those are cool. Yeah, the flying dragons. Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed about McHenry. They love to do parades. Yeah, I've never lived in a town that does as many parades as McHenry does. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's kind of a thing I always mean. So yeah, I like to document. So yeah, I'll be most likely. I have to kind of work out my sleep schedule a little bit to make sure that I'm up for that. But yeah, that's my plan to document, especially because like I said, both the kids are in there. But yeah, no. Fiesta Days is definitely the kind of the big one, and I do like the one they do around Christmas as well. And need my pizza, pizza. But yeah, Memories by Wayne will be probably somewhere around Veterans Park. All right, man. Catch you later. Hope to see you soon, man. Alright, come on, Leo. I think you're our last guy. What I always remember is like how easy the foot, like in the original Turtles cartoons, how like the Foot Clan were basically like nothing. Like they just basically just stomped all over them so quickly, you know. Just remember how stupid they were. They had like no clue what they're doing. They got a little more sophisticated in like the later cartoons. You know, like in later on Nickelodeon, Fox ones or whatever down there. But I remember just how stupid they were. Like dumb like robotic ones or whatever in the original series. Like what were they even there for? I mean, I guess like comedic relief or whatever. I don't know if this is like our final boss here or not. Kind of like our last bar here. I need some more pizza, otherwise I'm not going to be beating any bosses. A little bit. I need a whole pizza is what I need. Oops, okay, good. Got through it. Alright, here we go. Oh, we got Shredder. He got rid of the last. There you go, our score. Alright, we have gonna do a quick little timeout here. I gotta go upstairs. I hit some kind of like sharp piece on this like tripod thing here, and like I don't think I cut my skin, but it's really bugging me, so I'm gonna put a bandage on. I'm not sure if anyone's here right now, but you know, like I said, I don't think I cut it, but it's really annoying me, so I need to get a bandage on this real quick. You can watch the turtle screen there for a couple minutes, and then we'll go to Super Mario Land. So, enjoy the timeout. Alright, we are back from intermission. Yeah, I didn't like cut anything open, but yeah, it's kind of like an annoying paper cut type of thing. I just didn't realize that there's really how sharp this is down at the bottom of the tripod. Kind of crazy. Yeah, like this was this area right in here. These little bars. I was just kind of accidentally put my hand down here and oops, went down like this, and oof, that just was kind of nasty. So, alright, here. I promised you Super Mario Land, so that'll be next. I haven't played that in decades either, so I don't know how well that's gonna go. So give me one moment here. Find our Super Mario Land. So I think I have Super Mario Land 1 and 2. I don't remember much about this game. To be honest with you. Let's see, what is this game? Okay, so Super Mario Land 2. Alright, Super Mario Land 1. Alright, cool. And I hope this stupid bandage doesn't affect my gameplay here. Here's there we go. Super Mario Land. Game that I haven't played in decades, don't remember anything about. Yeah, we definitely haven't played this on a live stream yet. Oh, there you go. So how do you guys think that looks? We have one option, and that is to start. Oh, speaking of, before we do that, I'm digging to me. What was the year on that? Okay, 1989. All right. Okay. This is a little challenging to see. Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I don't think I have anything like mess around with the resolution. Oh, hello. What the heck? Did I do that? I did do that. Oh, okay. So the left trigger actually stretches it. Yeah, there's the little trigger things up here. Like these guys. I accidentally hit it, and I mean, yeah, it's a little wide, but I can at least see it, so. And hopefully you guys can see it. Okay, looks good. Yeah, there's definitely, with these Game Boy games converted over to the Game Boy SP thing here, everything kind of seems to have a bluish tint to it. It seems to be like a direct kind of thing to the original Super Mario Brothers on Nintendo. And maybe it is, maybe I don't know if it is or not, but basically it seems to be the same game. So Super Mario Land 2, like the Super Mario Brothers 2, one of my favorites. I don't know. What the heck is that? Ooh, we got a 1-up. Yeah. Okay, we can run with the B, or what is this? Yeah, whatever this one is here. Get our firepower. We got our running jump. Ooh, give me that star. There you go. I think we're on a time limit here. Ah, no. Jeez, this level's still going on? Well, this thing here is a little different than the original Mario Brothers I played. I don't know if I've done the original Mario Brothers on stream yet on my NES Mini. I have one. I've done two, but I don't. Get the stupid flower. I want the one up, whatever. I've done two, but I don't know if I've done either one or three yet on the live stream. There's actually two streamers that I'm following. Shout out to them. Thumb Taco and Battery Required. I recommend 18 plus for their live streams due to their colorful language, but they're two of the many streamers that I briefly met during Midwest Gaming Classic. They're really kind of the only two that actually do YouTube. The rest are kind of more like Facebook and Twitch oriented and like Kick or something, I guess. But yeah, they're the main ones that do YouTube. Thumb Taco's kind of the big YouTuber one, and then Battery Required is starting to do YouTube as well. Yeah, Thumb Taco, he does a lot of the Mario stuff, and then again, I've kind of only recently started following them, but lately Battery Required is like really into like this like Zelda game. What the heck? Did I just... Okay. Sometimes, yeah, he's Battery Required. He's like playing this like this like Zelda type game. And he was like did a lot. Like I thought my live streams were like he did one like for like 5 hours, over 5 hours. I'm like, man, that is a dedication. Not only just to a live stream, but like a dedication to any game. This is really hard. Oh, my bandage is not helping us either, is it? It's so hard to kind of see with this thing. I can't get super close to it, because then if I'm close, you're not going to be able to see it. I don't want to block you guys, so... And then, yeah, it's a little bit wide, so the orientation's off a little. This is still better than trying to do it that way, though. Most of the games I played so far are scaled pretty well. This one's a little awkward. Okay, good. We got a 1-up at least. But yeah, like, I don't even know, like, I could play games for 5 hours straight in general. Not even the live stream part of it, but he is, like, really... It's a cool game. It's not like the original Zelda. I do have the original Zelda, and he's kind of inspired me to, like, play the original Zelda again on here. I've never done... I'm kind of inspired to play the original Zelda. Back in the day, I used to do the Zelda a lot. I've only ever played the original Zelda on the NES, and I have it here on the NES Mini. Um, but back in I had a Nintendo Power with the whole map thing, and I want to download the map. I mean, it probably would be hard for me to figure out, but like, I'd rather just download a map and try to figure out where I'm going, you know. I had to get that off the old internets, and yeah, I think we're gonna do Zelda. Definitely not the Zelda he's playing, but I think it would be kind of fun to go back to the original Zelda. You know, I really did enjoy that, and I was never huge into like strategy adventure games as much as a kid. I mean, like outside of, like Mario and that sort of thing. But yeah, Zelda was kind of unique to me. I really did like Zelda. I only had the original. And yeah, we do have it here on the. I might have. I think the NES Mini might have the second Zelda as well. I could be mistaken, but I think there's two versions of Zelda on the NES Mini. I really got to break down finally and get some sort of emulation thing, but I'm so like kind of scared with YouTube and like what I can do and what I can't do. You know, I just don't know the rules that well. I don't know if we have any continues or not. We're not doing super well on this. I mean, we can play other games too. I gotta still play the second one, but yeah, this is. I don't remember a lot. Oh, that's kind of annoying as well. Keep on accidentally hitting. I'm trying to run. There you go. I'll get up there. Ooh. Oh, that was a 1-up, I think. Yeah, let's see, do we start back at the beginning? Yeah. Alright, well, there you go. Our brief little introduction to the Super Mario Land 1. Oh, hi, Nocturnal Miss. Hello, Miss. It's good to see you again. Yeah, it's been a little while since you've been in the live stream. Good to have you here. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Alright, so that was Mario Land 1. Let's check out. I'm kind of curious now what Mario Land 2, if that's similar to Super Mario 2 or not. Hope you've been doing well, Miss. I've been kind of reading some of your community posts. I don't know, obviously, a lot of the context behind those posts, but all I can say is I hope you are doing well. Okay, Super Mario Land 6 golden coins. There you go. Alright, another game that I haven't played for decades and don't know a whole heck of a lot about. I'm kind of digging the music. Music's pretty. Well, that's good. I'm glad, you're kind of getting that stuff worked out. The family trip was good. It was interesting. We didn't do everything we had planned. It was mostly 95 plus and sunny the entire trip. Very humid. So we didn't do a lot of the outdoor stuff that we had originally planned. Did spend some time indoors more. We did the ferry thing that I did a little short from. So we did do the riverboat ferry thing. That was kind of cool. Oh boy, I already died out. Yikes. That was cool. And then I did a couple separate vlogs while we were out there, because since we were just kind of spending a lot of time inside, I did my typical. I found their local mall out there, and another little hometown grocery store I thought was kind of cute, so I documented that. So still got a few good videos on it. Otherwise, just kind of hanging out with their family, and yeah, that was nice. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was Always nice to hang out with them. And now it's just now it's the big fiesta week here in McHenry. The big they don't do as much 4th of July stuff here in McHenry. They do fiesta days the week or two after 4th of July. Do kids care anymore, or they're on their phones the entire time? Yeah, they do. My kids enjoy their activities. I mean, they're definitely on their phones a lot. But I got a little flying thing now. That's cool. But yeah, that's you just gotta kind of make sure they do outdoor stuff, and they do like going shopping. That was. I think I need to get this ramp here. Yeah, they both like school. I'm pretty lucky that they both like school. And they're in all their activities. They're both going to be in the Fiesta Days parade. So next Sunday, we had the fireworks this past weekend. I filmed a little bit of that. And next Sunday, we have our Fiesta Day big parade thing. And I have one kid that's going to be in the parade for their dance program, and one for the marching band for high school. So they're both going to be in the parade. So yeah, that's Sunday morning. So I'm going to be at my local park and watching them, documenting that a little bit, as I've done numerous times now. So yeah, so they enjoy it. I hope it'll be okay, because it's supposed to be pretty hot. So we're just hoping they don't get overheated. So yeah, St. Louis says, I mean, we know how St. Louis is. We've gone to this, the family that we visit down there. They're in a little separate community in St. Charles, Missouri, and they have parades and everything. They have their own fireworks and stuff for the 4th of July. So we've attended many, and we know how hot it gets in St. Louis. But yeah, it was rough, especially for my wife. She has like a medical thing that the heat really bothers her, so she can't do as much outdoor stuff. So yeah, we were gonna go into downtown St. Charles, or to do some of the shopping districts and stuff like that. It was just a little too hot even for me to do a lot of that. So that's what made the nice of me doing the vlogs in the grocery store in the mall, because nice and AC in there. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, you just gotta kind of know what you can do and what you can't do with it. She knows it. She knows you can't push it too much with the outdoor stuff. And after we did a ferry ride over the Mississippi River. That was pretty cool. It was not a long ride, but it was the first time I ever took. Wasn't my car. It was my friend's car, but I took a car on a ferry thing that was kind of cool, and it was a short little thing on the Mississippi River. And after that, we were gonna do this sky ride thing, but even that was closed because of the heat, because the little cars were too hot. They couldn't even let people in there because of the heat. So yeah, it was just. Can I jump over there? I lost my little jumpy thing here. Yeah, I don't remember much about this version of this game either. Yeah, we're trying some old Nintendo stuff here today. I haven't done them. I mean, I don't know. It's been maybe at least a month or two since we've done the Nintendo stuff, or Game Boy stuff. But I like the music here. I think we're at 2 lives. Yeah. Yeah, but Fiesta's the big thing. You know, hopefully at some point you'll be able to get out and check out Fiesta Days somewhere down the road. But what else? What else do they do? I don't know what else they do. I think they usually in our park they'll have some kind of like art display thing, and you know, of course the Miller Point Park they'll have their concerts all like on Sundays during the summer. And yeah, I haven't had a chance to document a lot yet. I've done some like basic business updates in towns and stuff. A few of those will be. I don't know. We haven't decided on that. I have not done the Lake. I haven't done the Lake County Fair in years. The last time I was actually there was in 2020. We did the whole like drive-through Christmas holiday lights. It was kind of like the COVID drive-through things, or that lovely time period where you couldn't like see anything outdoors. You had a drive-through. Yeah, that I think I documented. I think that video is on the channel, but let's see, do we have any like continues here? I forget. That takes me right back. Yeah, let's take that there. All right, well, let's find another game. But yeah, that's the last time I've done the Lake County Fairgrounds. But oh, cool. Yeah, no, yeah, keep me updated. I mean, yeah, I would love to hang out with you guys. I'm still, I'm still always looking to have like a mute. And I still haven't had my YouTube meetup. So I was hoping maybe someone would notice me around St. Louis, but no one's bothered me. So I'm trying to be famous enough where someone will actually but yeah, no, let me know when you guys head out there. I would love to. Um, yeah, McHenry County has their version of that as well, but I've never attended that either. I pass by those fairgrounds all the time, but yeah, I've never actually done the McHenry one yet either. So yeah, no, and I've never no, I don't think I've ever done. I used to go there with my dad, I think, back in like the 90s. We would go there all the time for like car shows and swap meets and that thing, because the old antique car show stuff, that was definitely always my dad's thing, so that was a kind of our bonding thing. I'd usually go there to try and like find license plates and stuff to buy. And you went for the car shows or whatever. But yeah, that's what I used to always go to Lake County Fairgrounds for, was the car shows. I don't know if they did, still do that stuff anymore, but yeah, that's what me and my dad would always do. That was fun. All right, let me look at the game selection here. So we've done Turtles, Mario 1, Mario 2. Ooh, I forgot we have the Galaga here. Let's do the Galaga. I might have to play that cool pinball game that I like on here too. A little time. Yeah, no, I've always enjoyed looking at them. I know nothing about cars. I really don't. I know how to drive. That's about it. But yeah, I always like looking at them though. That's the other thing McHenry does too. They usually have like weekly, maybe twice a week, like car meets. They have are like I think it's on Tuesdays at like the VFW hall up on Richmond Road. Tuesdays I'll be out doing my gig stuff or whatever, and I'll pass by there in the evening on Tuesdays, and yeah, they have all the classic cars. I've never actually walked through there. I think it's free to just park and go in there, and then somewhere else in McHenry too, they'll do a little meet and greets with the cars and coffee type thing, or whatever. But yeah, but Henry does that also all summer as well. All right, so let's see. Is this actually gonna let me do something? It's kind of sitting there. Yeah, let's try resetting it here. This worked last time. Maybe this game's getting a little dusty here. Huh. That's weird. Yeah, oh well. We'll come back to that at some point. I guess you're not supposed to blow these things, right? Give that a shot. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that one, but let me see if we can find our pinball. Yeah, I'm hoping this Game Boy Advance is not going bad. That would suck. Where's my pinball? Ah, there we go. Okay. See if we can get this thing to work here. There we go. Oh, that's better. I love. It was one of my favorite Game Boy games ever. Was this Pinball Revenge of the Gator? And there's actually kind of like a cult following with this, almost like I found some site that had like the sound files you could download and all this crazy stuff. But all right, let's what does match play? I don't know. Anyway. God, I used to play the heck out of this. Like, this was like my go-to. Like, this was my, like, this is what I took on, kids got all their iPads and stuff on their road trips and stuff. Man, like, I was. Yeah, it's still in good shape. Well, I don't know what's wrong with that Galaga cartridge, but but yeah, like road trips, man, I just would play this just nonstop on the family road trips or whatever. This is all, this was one of my friends actually gave me this. It was from their childhood and the Game Boy SP. I said, oh, I'm not using this anymore. Do you want it? I'm like, sure. And it'll let me play the original Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy SP, Game Boy Color, stuff like that. So, the only thing this doesn't play is the DS games, unfortunately. But, yeah, my original Game Boy suffered some damage from the fire in the North Lake house, unfortunately. But yeah, I would play this on the original Nintendo all just during the road trip, and I can only imagine, like, if I had the sound on like this, like, it'd probably drive my parents nuts, but and they never told me not to, so. Yeah, I played the heck out of this game. I kind of forgot about it, too, till I looked back at my inventory. I'm like, You know, I was kind of looking through my collection of it. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, I totally forgot about this pinball game. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different levels you can go up on this thing. We just drop down a couple levels. Nope. You ever just kind of like keep the ball when you play these pinball games on the computer? You just kind of keep the ball sitting there for no reason at all. I don't know why I used to find this amusing as a kid, but simpler times, I guess, right? forget how many lives we have with this thing. Oh, okay, we see a number 1 up there. Okay. I think we're gonna play one more game for tonight, and then wrap it up. Yeah, we'll definitely do the Mario Lands again. I'm sure we'll do that. I was so unfamiliar with that game, but we'll go after it. Like I said, yeah, I don't think I've actually done the original Mario yet. Well, we did Mario Brothers, but I don't think I've done Super Mario Brothers 1 on a live stream yet. So that's definitely on a to-do list as well. Oh yeah, I didn't see your message, but no, this is not Game Boy Color. This is they said this was my friend gave this to me, so I never actually own this. It's a Game Boy SP, I think. Yeah, so it plays Game Boy Color. Maybe it is. I don't know. And now I'm kind of guessing myself here. Yeah, I think it's SP, but oh no, oh sorry. This is okay. Yeah, Game Boy Advance. Yeah, Game Boy Advance SP. So yeah, yeah. I've only ever owned the original Game Boy, but yeah. So I'm a little a little out of date on this, but we got to put our initials in here. Yeah, I'm a little out of date with all this, but yeah, this is Game Boy Advance SP. So, but from what research I've done, supposedly this will pay Game Boy Colors. Obviously, the only thing I have right now for this are my original Game Boy games, which is kind of funny that it's weird how it kind of just sticks out of the thing, but it will play it. And then my friend gave me 4 of her Game Boy Advance games as well. But yeah, when I go to the antique shops and stuff, I have to look for the Game Boy Color games too. But supposedly you can play it, and the only thing you can't play is Nintendo DS, which I used to have one. I don't know where it is. It was actually my sister's, and then she gave it to me. I think it's around here in McHenry somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure what happened to it. I gotta look for it, but yeah, where it had the screen on the bottom, a screen on the top, whatever. Those games I can't play on this, but everything else Game Boy related, I should be able to. So, all right, I think we're gonna do one more, and I think we're gonna do Joust because I love Joust and one of my top favorite retro games. It's a little hard to play on the small screen now. We noticed that we have played this on the live stream at one point too, but organized here. There we go. Yeah, so we got the original Game Boy cartridges like this. So. Yeah, when she gave this thing to me, like I said, this was just from her childhood. She's like, well, I don't need this anymore. I know you collect your old games and play the games in your game room and all that and everything. And I'm like, sure, I'll take it. Yeah, I had no clue that this would actually play my old Nintendo games. Because yeah, like I said, my original Game Boy I think got damaged by the fire. You know, components get hot, kind of so yeah. Well, it won't turn on anymore, but yeah, obviously as you can see, well, except for whatever's going on with that Galaga game, it's playing these fairly well. Yes, this was. I love Joust, but it's a little hard to see on here. You can kind of I don't know what's a better the widescreen or not. What's the better? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's right. It has Defender too. That's cool. So A is for Joust. Well, let's do Defender first, because why not? I kind of stink at this game though, but and it's also it comes out better actually. I think on the camera than it does. I have played Joust 2, but not in a very, very long time, and unfortunately, I don't have any systems that play that right now. I think I played Joust 2 in the arcade. If I played it last time, it probably was in an arcade somewhere. But we had like the original Joust for one of the Atari systems, and me and my dad used to play. There were two games me and my dad used to play all the time on one of the Atari systems, and Joust was one of them, and then Moon Patrol. And none of my systems up until now with this Game Boy have Joust, sadly, and I wish I had a system, something that played Moon Patrol, because I love Moon Patrol. I'd have to get like a 5200 or something, but yeah, none of the little Atari systems that I have. We'll play that again. Have have the Joust or the Moon Patrol, unfortunately. Yeah, and I blame it on the resolution of the little screen, but I've just never been I've never been that good at Defender either way. But yeah, this is also the same thing with Joust. It's a little tricky to see it on the small screen. It's so much better when you can play on a regular TV. Yeah, I don't even know if I remember a lot about Joust 2. It's been so long, I think. I know, like, I'm supposed to save some of these characters from falling, but it's so hard to, like, see what are the bad guys and what are the little people that are falling. How do you tell? It's so hard to see. Jeez, yeah. On top of that, I'm not really that good. All right, well, let's go to Joust. Joust, there we go. One player. Oh. This one's a little easier, maybe to see. I don't know. Again, I kind of have to keep the widescreen now. I don't remember how this looked on my original Game Boy. I do hope to get the Game Boy eventually working. It'd be kind of cool to play this again on the little green screen, that the Game Boys always had. Yeah, I was telling Todd earlier, too, that I do have, and I think I still have it in the garage. I used to have an adapter that would let you plug Game Boy games into your Super Nintendo. And I have my Nintendo system in the garage, Super Nintendo system in the garage. It's the only system that I have from my childhood. But I don't know if I have all the cords and everything I need for it. I haven't looked at it in a lot of years. What is this dude doing out already? This dude's not supposed to show up this soon. Get out of there, dude. I hate that bird thing. Yeah, so that's something I gotta dig out. That might actually, I may make that its own video, like digging out that Super Nintendo system. My sister also gave me, I haven't done that in the video yet either. She was able actually to dig out the Atari system, my original 2600, so from the house before they sold it. And it seems like it didn't suffer much damage from the fire. There wasn't a storage, room upstairs, and I don't know. I haven't really looked at it. They brought it over a couple of weeks ago or whatever, and yeah, just before we left town, and haven't had a real chance to look at it. There's a bunch of games in there too and everything, so a lot of that I probably already have on like my, little plug and play systems already, but kind of cool to have it. And I think they also have in their storage unit the old ColecoVision that we had. I'm pretty excited to see that. So they're going to get that eventually out of their storage unit for me and bring that over. Yeah, I have a 2600 sitting in the Atari's sitting here in the living room. I just haven't a chance to go through it because all the stuff's going on between our vacations and then setting up the new laptop. All that has just been a crazy, crazy month. Yeah, June and July has been kind of nutty. Ooh, we got I hate that. What is that? I don't remember that bird coming out so early like that. Okay, dudes, you gotta like hit him by the only way you can kill him is like you gotta hit him like right on the nose or something. It's so annoying. Is this like on some like hard difficulty level? Like they weren't like this on the 2600. There's like 3 or 4 of them flying around. He's freaking annoying. Go away, dude. I gotta get this last egg and I think they'll go away. There we go. Get out of here. Hate those things. I love this game, but it definitely frustrates me too. So, love-hate relationship with this game for sure. Come on, baby. Ooh, get out of here. He butted nose with that guy. Ooh, there you go. Get out of here. Gotta get all the eggs. It's hard to even see where my guy is. There we go. Ah! Alright, we're on the last life. Come on there. Okay, we're on the egg bonus way. Yeah, I swear this Game Boy port is a lot harder than the Atari version or whatever. Like the 5200 or something, I forget which one we had, or 7800, I don't know. Forget what version we had of the Atari that had this Joust game on it, but it wasn't 2600. I remember that. The game is over. I think that'll end the live stream for us tonight. Thank you, Miss, for joining. Thank you, Todd. I know you've left already, Todd, but thank you for joining, and I always appreciate your super chats. Good to be back doing the live stream. Yeah, like I was telling Todd earlier, and when we were first starting the live stream or whatever, yeah, it's just been really hard to get back in this routine with the live streaming. Yeah, I think Mrs. left already as well. We're down to 0, but yeah, thank you guys for joining. Like I said in the beginning, if you rewatch this later, that it was just a lot going on between June and July with vacations and this computer and learning the laptop and doing all these videos, which are now thankfully done, out of the way. Putting that all together with new video editing software and a lot of work, and now we can get back to our routine of doing these weekly live streams and getting the regular videos back out again. So yeah, it was a good evening. Glad to be doing this again. So thank you guys for joining, and yeah, we'll see you all later. Have a good night. And if I click top fans, Todd Herbert, he is our #1 fan. I guess maybe because he gave me the super chat. And he has 325 XP. I have no clue what that means. I haven't figured out really what I'm going to do with like membership rewards or whatever. I want to do memberships at some point, but I don't know what actually like perks to give you guys. I haven't done it yet, but there you go. So Todd Herbert, he's #1 right now on our top fans with 325 XP. I don't know what the XP does, but congratulations, Todd, I guess. There you go. This is something that YouTube just rolled out. I got the email about it, I think last week or something, and I got a little button on my screen now that says top fans. So there you go. Congratulations, I guess. Anyway, have a good night, guys. I gotta go check up on the dogs and probably do a little more video editing before I head down to sleep for the night. So, see you guys soon.